Maybe good evening, everybody. My name is Ali Nadir Arslan. I'm coming from the Finnish Meteorological Institute. And the full title of the project is Monitoring and Assessment of the Carbon Balance Related Phenomena in Finland and Northern Eurasia. And principal investigator of this project is Professor Jouni Pulleinen, which is also working in the Finnish Meteorological Institute. So basically, the short title of the project, SnowCarbo, you might wonder why snow. Of course, maybe it's nice that we have lots of snow here in Helsinki. So project location is Helsinki, so snow is one of the most important element in Finland and also Northern Europe, basically. So, we have budget info about 2 million euros, and about the 50% or half of the funding comes from the European Commission. And the project started last year, beginning of the last year, 2009, and it will end end of 2012. And Finnish Meteorological Institute as a coordinating beneficiary, and we have two associated beneficiaries. One is Finnish Environment Institute, and the other one is like Commissariat de l'Énergie Atomique from France. We have, if we classified our objectives in general, we have three main objectives. First, provide accurate map information on net carbon dioxide balance in boreal forest zone in order to assess the real levels of carbon sinks and sources for the future climate controlling treaties and policy making. And also provide and demonstrate methodologies to extract anthropogenic influence from natural background CO2 sources in order to enable the development new legislative means for CO2 regulation, and also include the use of Earth observation data as a comprehensive data source, together with models and in situ data. And finally, provide information for the future needs of required in situ Earth observation and land cover data needs of continental scale carbon balance mapping and monitoring, focusing on the northern areas. SnowCarbo project is committed to minimize its carbon footprint in terms of minimizing the number of meetings and travels, and work meetings primarily by teleconferences, and national travel by public transportation, and project documentation in electronic form as much as possible. Of course, we do create also paper copies. And then we will issue two carbon footprint reports during the project, and one of this year, and the other one is the end of the project, which is 2012. Since the spatial and temporal changes in snow cover have widespread impacts on ecosystem and human activities, such as flooding, water resources management, agriculture, transportation, and so on. That's why we do have national and international organizations and companies related to these issues, which I just said, are secondary stakeholders of this project. We do have also secondary stakeholders include organizations that support snow monitoring system used in the project, such as FMI, SUKE, applied in project are part of European Space Agency, and also the global monitoring of environment and security services, projects like PolarView and LAND. And we do have also International Environment Canada Snow Map monitoring data covering Northern Eurasia and America. We have quite wide variety of data sets, including weekly snow water equivalent. Basically, snow water equivalent is a parameter which is the snow depth and also multiply snow density, so that is stands. And we do have a snow melt onset data, snow clearance, land cover data, and we do have a satellite data like a MODIS and HVHRR. And we do have also European Center for Medium Range Weather Forecast snow depth observations used as an input for the snow water equivalent product. So we do have basically 4 products for here. For instance, one is this snow water equivalent product, one is this snow melt onset product, and the other one is snow clearance product. And also there are, like from Finnish Environment Institute, we have this snow cover area product, which is also published. You see on the left, on the bottom, you see the distribution of the carbon CO2 flux station in Finland, where we are measuring the CO2 fluxes. And you see some pictures of them. For instance, on the right up, you see the snow water distribution of Northern Hemisphere, and that scale shows from 0 to 100, and which is the day, how the snow water equivalent, amount of the snow water equivalent. Basically, if it's red, it means it's more snow, there's snow and more snow and not. Basically, we are using global and regional climate models, which are developed in Max Planck Institute in Hamburg, ECAM 5 and YESBA and REMO. And in order to calculate this carbon dioxide fluxes and concentrations. And then, once we model this, once we have this result of this from the models, carbon dioxide balance will be compared to the measurements where I've showed this from the flux sites in Finland, and also concentration measurements from the Pallas, where is the place in Finland, Gauss station in Finland. The model will be used in resolution of 0.1667 degrees for a domain covering Finland, Sweden, Norway, Denmark, as well as the Baltic countries such as Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania, and also most northern Germany and western parts of Russia. So basically, this simulation will cover the targets 2001 and 2011. So what we have this tree approach. Basically, of course, we do have lots of hearing about the climate change and so on, and we do have lots of, or in the literature, there are many climate models. So basically, the main question, and then those climate models, of course, estimate some results, and they say, for instance, 2050, for instance, Spain will be desert. I mean, that kind of estimation of the future. The main question is that how accurate those climate models, so basically. So our purpose is to introducing input parameters estimated by using satellite data, which is estimating the with better accuracy some parameters, and input to those better estimate parameters into the models, and then try to get the better result. Our second approach, since we are coming from the Finnish Meteorological Institute, so we have very accurate meteorological data. So we've been thinking that we can nudge these models externally in addition to gridded meteorological data, also by using satellite data. And also as a result of this first two approach, we can modify formulas which has been written in the climate models in order to estimate the better external parameters. So you see the flowchart of modeling work on the right bottom. So basically, information will be disseminated to the stakeholders through the workshops that present and evaluate project results. We do have first workshop January 2011 and dissemination workshop November 2012. So basically, relevant project material will be delivered to the stakeholders in terms of reports, maps, databases, and methodological information algorithms. So we publish a brochure, and also this is available in our website, which is snowcarbo.fmi.fi. And I just made a snapshot of our brochure about the SnowCarbo, so you can have a look on that. Thank you very much.